Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good day today. I know I am. Welcome to the live stream. I see we've got Tom and Epsilon here already. Hi guys. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. As usual, I myself am. Really excited. Gonna be doing here in a little bit. I'll be leaving for Christmas vacation on the 15th. Let me see, what time is that in December? What date does that fall on? Yeah, 15th, so that's the middle week. So the last live stream that I'll be doing for the year will be on December 11th, Saturday. Or, well, it's December 12th, so that Sunday. So it'll be 1, 2, 3... Yeah, so 3 live streams after this, and then I'll be going. My wife and I will be flying to the States to visit my family, and she'll get to meet her in-laws. You know, finally. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, that's what the situation is here. Your weekend's been great. Good to hear. How's it been going? You got any progress more on the short film or any of your other projects, like the Invader Zim story thing you were messing around with? Love to hear it if you did. There we go. Let me update that. Cool. All right. Well, what do we need to do on this, by the way? Okay, we still need to shade the background and then animate Zim. And I think I'll shade the background first. You finally started properly animating it. Oh, now that is exciting, actually. Really cool stuff. All right, cool. So I take it the script is fully realized or something? First minute or so finished in sketch form. That's always good. You gotta have the rough basis to go off of. Nice. Buildings. Here we go. Does the lamppost have shading on it yet? No, that's another thing. Actually, I'll get that shaded after I finish drawing Zim. Right, but the background buildings. Backgrounds buildings too. Here we go. Node library. Let's get a composite node going. Okay, so we're gonna drop in a composite node so we can blend all of the effects for those very, very back buildings all together into one. So first thing we're gonna do, I'm going to do a drawing. We're gonna call this BG Buildings 2 or BG2 Shadow Mask. And then BG2 Gradient Mask. And any other additional stuff we'll add after the fact. Okay. This one and this one. And then of course I will duplicate the cutter nodes and blending nodes from the others because it's the same process. We just start taking and deciding what parts of the map to shade. What parts of the building we want duplicated and blended. There we go. That's already dropped in there perfectly. Now I need to just go in here and select the line art only, which, yeah, that's very easy. And actually now's the time. Drawing, optimize, or convert pencil lines to brush strokes. This is going to take a bit, but it's worth it. And then Control F for flatten. So we have officially done all that. All right. Oh, also we can get rid of the perspective lines now. We have already drawn in the background. Everything's been accounted for in that regard. So there we go. Yep, that's there. So we're gonna do that. Now let me drop this into our 2 different layers for the background gradient and for the shadow. Cool, and this will be our cue on what we can start shading. So, it's the shadow. Let's start out with the gradient mask. Make sure everything's set up right and get a quick thing out of the way first. So, paint it. Let's see here. Where's the main source of light going to be coming from? It's going to be, the light's going to be coming from beneath. So, generally speaking, it will. And from the front side here. So, for this, I will color this side of the building like so. carefully avoiding any edges that are facing a separate orientation than what we're currently working on. We want to strictly keep with the proper axis here. And stuff, actually, these two, leave it like that. Close enough, I'll have to keep it that way. And there we go. So, selecting everything with that color, applying this color to it, and adjusting the texture. No. First of all, how's this looking so far? And just extend everything properly so that the keyframes are fully exposed for the duration of the shot. There. Now let's see how it looks like this. Looking at those background buildings, seeing the shading, the gradient I just added to them, seeing it in action here. And yeah, it's looking pretty good actually. Weird though, very weird. Weird how, oh well, I guess it's not so weird, it's just the coloring on some of those lights. Yeah, okay, never mind, it's looking fine. Although I did notice that the background buildings, we need to color in this part. That one hadn't been filled in yet for some reason. There, we can have that. Alright. So, time for the gradient here. There. Fine, and then like that, so that we can easily unselect it later. That's right there. That's right there. These are all laid out like that. Very good. That'll be shuttered right there. Okay. Like that. Group it. And then let's adjust the gradient on this so that we have a proper lighting setup and telling it which direction I actually want the lighting to go. do. Nice. And as far as this goes, I'll have these just represent the overhang. Technically, I could be drawing this in a separate program and then importing the background, but that would take too much extra time. I do not want to do that, honestly. That will do. And as far as this goes, like that, that. Move them, and then we'll do the same thing. There. Alright. Oh, and then this very top area, of course. Can't forget that. There, and then this stuff back here is just going to be fully colored in, just to hide it more. Alright, how's this? Good, we're getting a nice steady gradient going upwards. That's exactly what we wanted. Let me pan down here at the start of the shot where we have more of the building in view. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Alright, cool. And then the only thing left is for actual light gradient. So, time for the shadow masking. Alright. So I've decided that arbitrarily this building is going to have light splashing across it like that. On that very surface. And on the windows, since they're a little further inwards, we'll just scale it down slightly. Well, first I'll add it onto the rims. Yeah, and then now that there's windows involved, we'll just scale it down slightly. See what sort of effect that's giving us. Not actually the one I want, to be honest. Actually, I'll get rid of the window shading entirely for the simple fact that they are a source of light. Yeah. Just scale this upwards and skew it a little. There we go. That. This goes here. Now, as for these lights, I'm not even sure what to do with them. They should probably be the other way. where there's shadow across the bottom but not the top, just to give it a bit of a different viewpoint. There. Yeah, more like that. And then make sure that's shut down. Then I can actually draw it like this, so that the light is sort of, you know, coming down across that. Just do it like this. Give it a bit of an indentation there on the lip so that it shows through. All right, cool. So we've done that. That's looking good for shading. Let's add a little extra oomph to this scene though, in terms of shading and giving this more depth. So this would go like, let's say this light would go like that. All right. Which actually would mean it would sort of follow that slant. Okay. The top is cut off and bottom is extended on the light. What you got to do is you got to be picky with how you bleed the light over and make it extend in one way or not or another, and whether or not you do it that way, because you can easily, if you do it the wrong way, it could easily break the illusion of depth that you're trying to go for. So very important actually to make sure that the light, when you're tinkering with where the edges are and stuff, that you do it the proper way. As I am about to demonstrate here, door frame, and let me just outline this real quick. Go. So basically what I'm doing for now is outlining everything on this door that'll be intersecting with the light, and then after the fact I'm going to use the outlines that I'm creating here to determine what part gets more light added onto it, you know, the light bleeds over, and what part bleeds over into shadow. Each side of the line will have a different effect, and that in turn will give the door some depth, which is what we're going for. Had to dip out for a bit there and make a sandwich back now. Nice! What type of sandwich? Okay, so there's Alright, so here we go. Let's first shade this in. Cool. And now one of these is going to be constantly in light, the other's constantly going to be in shadow. This angle up. There we go. That gives it a nice sort of indentation look. This scene definitely is in light right here. Yeah, that's about right. And we'll do that one also. Very good. Then, Right here, also, we're going to have it basking in light across the very edge there. And right here. So now by removing certain parts of the shading and not others, it gives it a nice sense of depth and lighting to it that actually gives it some meaning, you know? Nothing fancy, just a bit of bread with butter, cheese, and tomatoes. Also made toast of jelly and had a piece of flatbread. Yeah. Crisp bread, not flatbread. I've heard of flatbread before. Actually, I'm used to flatbread. But interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. I mean, I had no idea, rather. That it wasn't as widespread. Like I said, I have heard of flatbread. I know about flatbread. I've had flatbread before. It's pretty good. That would only apply to this. Yeah, flatbread exists in most cultures. You got the words mixed up. Oh, okay, gotcha. Crisp bread is the one that's not widespread. Got ya. Okay, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and then we're going to erase some of the... Oh, whoa, that's too big. That's way too big. Hang on. I'm going to erase some random dots here to make it look, once again, like the concrete indentations are actually there. Yeah, it's looking nice. All right, cool. So far, anyways. Let me go back over here, though. And since this edge... Okay, yeah. Crisp bread is essentially an in-between bread and cracker. Okay, so it's like if you were to... Is it kind of like if you were to take a piece of flatbread and toast it? Does it would it have a similar consistency to that? Sounds good, regardless. Bread is always nice. Personally, I like it. Not really, I'll send a picture. Alright, cool. Discord, I'm assuming. Give me a second. Oh, neat. Okay, cool. Let me say copy the image. There we go, swiping back. Alright, cool. Let me just go to paint. Yeah, so this is crisp bread. Neat. Alright, cool. What's it taste like? This one you sent me almost looks sugary, but that might just be the grain on the image quality. I guess it depends, right? A lot of breads you can just make them whatever flavor you want. It's a pretty neutral base. Let's fill all that in. There. Now that building is nice and shaded in the way I want it to be. How's it looking? Good. Alright, excellent. I just need to add a little more detail work and then we'll be good. How's it look from this angle? Tastes like rye mostly. Okay, yeah. I've had rye bread before. Cool. So, yeah. Nice. We're going to create another building, by the way. We're going to create another drawing layer. We're going to call this one BG2 Shimmer. And this will be the background where we draw in some shimmers for the windows. And instead of just drawing them directly on the windows like a normal person, I'm going to do it this way. Alright, boom. So, let's see here. Let's create a new thing. Give it a hue of slight orange. Great. There's a lot of shimmers. And we'll use it to create shimmers on the windows. Alright. So now we know they're all shimmered in the proper location. I know it doesn't look good yet. That's temporary. I just need to have it in there at the first. Yeah, like I know that doesn't look good at all. So I'll be adjusting that here in a second. In fact, I'll just be adjusting it now. Nice. Looking much better already. And now, for the final touch, let me just take that, modify it with a blending node. Screen. We're going to use the screen feature there. Not screen. How about difference? Not difference at all. That wouldn't look good. Add. Soft light. Soft light's the one we want. Okay, cool. That looks good. Nice. And then with that, the last thing I'm going to do is something that I think would look nice and help out. We're just going to take and slightly blur the very, very background buildings just because I feel like it's a little distracting if they're on full there, and plus they're not as detailed as the foreground buildings. And okay, 5 is too much of a blur. Let's just admit that. How about 1? Yeah, 1's good. That'd be nice. Just nice subtle blur there. Yeah, it's not usually something you'd buy for the flavor. It's just nice and country. So it's the texture that you're after there. Gonna go back to anime now. I wanted to have the first scene done tonight. Good luck. And thanks for hanging out a little bit. All right, back to work. For me as well. Now I am gonna include the sky here, and can I open up a previous shot here? Let me see. Desktop. It feeds on noodles. Production. Icons. This one should have a sky gradient in there for reference for how I've been drawing the sky so far. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Let me just take that. Node view. Where is the sky? Here's all the sky stuff. Okay, copy that, and we're just gonna open a new library of nodes and stuff that I can look at. Desktop, it feeds on Noodles, production. We're gonna give a new folder called nodes. Select that folder. Gonna open it up to modification. Paste, boom. I have sky template. Now anytime I want to drag and drop a sky in, I've got it. Import, or let's go back to the other scene. Sure. Hey! Cytherina 303, thank you. Glad you like it. Appreciate that, actually. So yeah, have you been to one of the live streams before? Your name kind of sounds familiar, but I might be completely mistaken. I'm not the best with names. Sky template, drop it in there. Alright. So here we go. Let's create a peg here for everything. Camera. Yeah. How's that look when I render it? Terrible, actually. Alright. I would have been better off just referencing it on its own, which is what I'll do. Alright. Yes, but it was a long while back. Alright, cool. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Nice. Welcome back to the live stream. Glad you hopped in for a second at least. Alright, there's the sky texture. I didn't even need to borrow anything. Gosh, how silly. Sky. Now let's just speckle this. Excuse me, with some stars. Wait, they're all drawn back. Yeah. Let's try again. Try everything again. Few bright stars in the middle there would look all right. cool. That'll look fine. Now I need some clouds. Still frame 284. Same with this. Part of this background setup, honestly, because it would be slightly blurred as well. And let's add on clouds. That, and we'll position them. We're making the clouds go slightly across the screen while it's active. That way it looks like, that way it looks like the clouds are slightly moving. We're gonna have them slowly go across the screen like that, and it gives more life into the scene if I do it that way. It's much better off, honestly. Here we go. Clouds. Let's put it on the z-axis 0.0001. Just to make sure it's in front of the sky backdrop. Very good. Okay, and for the clouds, what color are we using for the clouds again? I think it's this one. Yeah. There we go. There. So now it'll constantly be moving, even in the background. Nice! Okay, and we can get rid of the rule of thirds, by the way. Where is that? Where did I put that? Because there it is. That's no longer necessary. Okay. Time for a test render, and while I'm test rendering, I'm going to show you guys a quick breakdown of what I've got done so far on this project for the adaptation of It Feeds on Noodles. So, here we go.
Come on, guys, you promised! You remember? I did your chores for a week and let you pick the restaurant twice! We agreed you let me pick this time. Besides, it's not my fault Bloaties is temporarily closed. I'm not the one who called the health department.
I know you didn't. That's why you're still breathing. But if I ever find out who did, they are going to pay.
And I'm paying, so I should pick the restaurant.
You found money in one of Dad's coat pockets in the closet.
A coat he hasn't used in months. Besides, if I didn't, we'd still be fighting over that one orange in the fridge. I can't believe Dad forgot to get groceries again this month.
I can. Fine. I guess it's better than nothing.
This looks like a pretty good place. A little weird looking, though.
You think everything is weird. Wasn't this place smaller on the outside?
Good evening. How would you like to try our succulent special? Everything delight. It has everything in it. Okay.
Splendid. One of everything delight. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Okay, maybe that's a little weird.
Thank you! Was that so hard to admit?
Don't let it go to your head. Just pay the man.
Oh no. This order is free. On the house. Special one-day promotion. Thank you. Come again.
Cool. Free food. Let's go home.
Boy, this bag is heavy.
Glad you guys like it. And yeah, so that's what's done so far, and I'm just working on the next shot right here. For anyone who's curious, this is not IZTDM. This is not my fan film project. That is still a side burner, back burner thing. What this is It Feeds on Noodles, an adaptation of the unfinished episode based on a fan fiction that my wife read, and she really liked it, so she wanted to adapt it. She turned it, made it a script, made some slight changes to it with the author's permission, and got some friends together, and they all recorded lines for it and stuff, and now I'm in charge of doing the animation. So yeah, this will be really fun. And now we can test this shot here. Alright, and now this is the next shot. Now that I've rendered it with all the effects and everything, let's see. Okay, one more time, but I think that's looking good. Yep, alright, we're doing good. Smooth sailing so far. That is really neat. Thank you! Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you think it's neat. I really enjoy how it's turning out. Very much a huge fan of it. So, now the next step would be to work on this lamppost and then finally Zim himself. And then this shot will be complete. So, let's see. Lamppost, lamppost, lamppost. Here's the lamppost layer. We're going to create a new layer called lamppost gradient and lamppost shading. Cool. Bring those in here. Make them subservient to the main lamppost layer as usual. And then, also as usual, we're gonna bring in a cutter and masking nodes so that it just, the shading and the gradient just wind up being the lamppost colors itself, only multiplied together, which is all I need it to be. Pause a note out of this actually. And get these groups away from each other so that it's easier to identify what's going where. Because currently they're all sort of messed up and shoved together and stuff, and yeah, it's harder to tell. There, much better. Alright, so now they're all separated and it's easier to tell. And then for that matter, I should do the same with Gaz and Dib, because it's going to be a little difficult if they're all stuck in one spot. This is Gaz and her shadow. This is Dib and his shadow. Here's Dib over here and Gaz over here. Good. Alright, that's all well and good there. The sketch work can be deleted too while I'm at it. Might as well clean house. And then I noticed something about the background buildings. Let's go back to the drawing of them. Do we have a color out there? Yes, we. Okay, yeah, the grid, the perspective grid from when I was working on it. that can be deleted. That was in the final product there for a second, and totally not necessary. Because that was just supposed to be temporary. There, looking better already. Mm-hmm. Alright, and what else? Looking fine there. Okay, so lamppost. Yeah, lamppost. Don't get too distracted, Stanley. Time for lamppost. Okay, so drawing mode. Let's highlight the lamppost. Tool property, or color. Whatever color this is, I don't know. Whatever color the line art is on this. There. And paste it onto these two so that we have guides. Alright, this is the gradient layer. So basically this is where I'm going to go in there and add some gradient colors to this. Just color coding it and telling the computer basically what I want shaded and what I want not shaded for gradient stuff. It's very straightforward. Basically for this lamppost. Something like that for that part of it. And this part's round. I'm going to want something like this for this part of it. There we go. And then for this overhang part, I'll go with a different color, not for the sake of the colors don't matter for the final product. They're just color coding so I can organize it better and it's easier for me to understand what I'm looking at. But they actually have no impact on the final design when I apply these effects and stuff. It's literally just me color coding where I want shading to be, as I said before. Nice. Right here too. And then the blue one I need to be shaded a separate way because it's actually perpendicular. Good. That should be some good gradient work actually. Let's see. It's not showing up. That is a problem. Well, let me extend these first, and then I'll see what the damage is and why the gradient work is not showing up on here, because by all accounts it should. Let's see, I have that correct. Where's the gradient work? Okay, here you go. Let's try inverting it. Is that going to cause anything? Nope, bring it back. Okay. Gradient is set as the mat. Okay. Weird. Maybe the position. Oh, that's because the lamp is on top of it. Okay, that was an easy mistake to fix here. All right, here we go. Here's how it looks with the gradient active. Good. Okay, that's a nice little hint of like shading and stuff. That's what I want. And then the lamppost shelves itself, speaking of shading, we will just go in and draw like this. Actually, I will just do it like this. And then cut out everything on the outside edge of it. And do the same for that. There we go. Now the thing is, everything I'm coloring in red right here is actually. Oh, thank you. By the way, I see you said it was really. I don't know if I commented on that earlier, but thank you. Regardless, the reason I'm coloring it in red doesn't matter. It's just a nice bright color, easy for me to identify where I'm putting the shadows. But once again, everything in red here is going to be converted into basically a darker version of whatever the real color is on the actual drawing. So it's just me color coding where I want shadows to be. In other words, it's not, like I said, it's not actually, any of it's not actually going to be in red. If that makes any sense. There's that. Okay, and how's this? Perfect! Okay, it's blending in nicely with the environment. That is looking good. The only thing left is for me to draw Zim's silhouette, and then this shot is complete. Cool. Alright, so let's see here. Tool property, color, we'll get a new palette going. We're gonna call this palette, cancel. What do we already have? O1, O1 gas, O did. We're gonna call this one O3 Zim. Okay, cool, we got line art. And now for a new layer altogether. We're gonna... Actually, we won't make a new layer, we'll just imitate the Zim layer that's currently there. If I can find it. Where is it? Here, refine sketch Zim. This is it. Okay, we're just gonna rename this sketch layer to Zim altogether. Now I know the drawing is pretty close as is, but it could always be improved. So what I'm going to do is take all of the artwork here. This one. I'm going to take all the artwork and transpose it onto a color layer. That way I can just have it out of the way, but still work with it. And then all the normal artwork. There. Actually, interesting idea, and I think I can pull it off. I could just... First of all, let me place all this. I could just have it on layers and stuff here and create an interesting sort of little animation for Zim. Cool. Now to draw in the little gremlin himself. Starting with his head. Actually, this should just be his head shape, now that I think about it. That cheek shouldn't be there because of the puppet idea that I have in mind. So, we'll just leave that alone. You like this? There's Zim's head. Zim head. Zim. Torso. Zim. We'll stick with head and torso for now. Building ourselves a Zim. And we'll just switch those labels because actually his head should be on the subservient layer. And this layer that I'm working with is the one that determines everything. So, yeah. Torso. Zim head. Switch those names around. And let's see. Bring these up. Yep, here we go. This is the Zim torso peg layer. We'll have it right here. Zim head peg layer. Drag it up to here for a pivot point. There we go. Now his torso will be like so. It's like really hunched over like a vulture in this shot. Now let's get the pack right there. Now put IK constraint tool in the kinematics. So. I thought there was a word. Let me find the deformation tool. I thought there was a way to pause rotations, ring, offset, kinematic outlet. That's the one. And then for the torso, we're going to construct some bones. There. Now if I test wriggle them around. Oops. Actually, I built them the wrong way. I should have gone from the waist up, not from the waist from the neck down. Okay. Let's try this this again. Alright, now if I wiggle this around. Nice. Okay, cool. And node view will give us a kinematic output here. Actually, extend these so that they're visible. Thank you. There. Now the head should be left untouched. Perfect. Okay. And the head, of course, will need to be relocated so that it's situated properly onto the torso, like that. Good. This will add some. I'm gonna add some slight motion in this when Zim looms up and stuff. It'll look really cool. Shoulders and torso, and then we're gonna have Zim arm R, Zim arm L, and then Zim. We'll have his legs be Zim leg R and Zim leg L. We'll have them separate too. Not a lot of motion in those per se, but it's important to have them there regardless. So, left leg would be this one. R right, his left. That. And again, with the kinematic output, we're going to apply that to all of these. They'll be under the main bone because, yeah. So when I move this around, yeah, good. All right, cool. So now, Zim leg left. See if we can just relocate it. Oh, well, I just relocate its pivot point directly. That'll be easier. Yeah, okay, cool. And then leg R, again, I'll just reload. I'll just use this tool to relocate the pivot point directly. Right there. Guess I better draw it first. All right. There. All right, so leg R. Oh yeah, I had to draw it first because the pivot point's based on drawing factor, not layer. Okay, it's based on drawing. That's why I had to do that. Obviously, duh. I know that. I'm smart. I know my program. You dare disagree with me? He said to the empty void. All right, here we go. Let's relocate that pivot point to a more appropriate location right here. Cool. So now we can adjust where those are. Personally, let me zoom in here. Where is the lamppost? Where is the lamppost? Where's the lamppost? Gotta find the lamppost so I know how far back I need to move this leg. Not far. Okay, cool. So this leg in the background, we can just move it like this. Well, not that far, but you know, just slightly. Just move it slightly. There. Oh, but if we do that, right, then we have to move. Okay. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. If we do that, we're gonna have to move everything. Where's the background building? Actually, it shouldn't be too bad. I just need to move the building layer. Like that. And then his legs should be visible again. Right? Well, it's not visible with that transparent thing in the way, but it should be. What's it behind? I wonder. In front of the lamppost. It's behind the lamppost, but it's in front of, well, practically everything else. I don't get what the deal is. Let me move it. Oh, it is. Oh, no, never mind. It was literally just a case of the rough work that I was doing is obscuring it. Okay, that's fine. That'll go away once I'm done with the rough artwork. That's fine. Never mind, false alarm. I have those from time to time. Okay. Now his left arm would be this one. And as a subsidiary of the left arm, we'll have it Zim and L. I'll have that there too. Okay. Perfect. So we got that there. Let's add in the pegs. The various pegs. And let's bring the arm slightly back behind everything, but then the hand in front of everything. Good. And then his right arm, of course. Can't forget that. Cannot forget that. Very important. All consuming in its importance. Actually, not at all. I'm just saying things to fill the gap so I don't succumb to crippling loneliness. Alright. Okay, this one is going to be pegged right. Yeah. which bone is it under? Let's see here. What bone is this one? This is bone 4. Alright, so kinematic output for bone 4 would be arm R. And then kinematic output for bone number, the second to last one, whatever it is, 6, would be arm L. Cool. Now, let's take that head and void it up. And let's take that torso, and we'll use it to draw in these last 2 bits of items. We're going to draw the eyes and teeth. And while we're at it, I'll just use the black line art for the first bit, and then I'll color it in later with white, which is the actual color. Made the brilliant decision to fully lip sync this. Oh no. Why would you do this to yourself? You should. Oh no, you regret many things. You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, yeah, you probably do, don't you? Do you realize where you went wrong now? Oh gosh. Fully lip sync. No, my word. I'm not that brave. I learned my lesson when I first attempted making IZTDM. Goodness gracious. Yikes. Time since my last sessions, you've animated roughly 2 seconds. Oh no. The lip syncing nightmare has kicked in, I'm sure. Goodness gracious, man. Oh no. The issue is that it looks good and now I don't want to delete it. Yeah, I get it. Depending on how professional you're wanting your project to be, you could always just randomly drop the lip syncing after like a few seconds of trying. Oh, that's rough. Wouldn't be so bad if you had an entire team working with you, but like considering that you're just one guy, that's tough. This outline is really only something that applies to the very outer edge of the eye. I'm just having it in there for when the eye opens up and there's an outline around it. It looks better that way. Actually, I don't even need that. Heck, what I could do is just add an outline node to the face when I'm animating it. That'll save a lot of time. Probably gonna render lip syncs that I saw it, but the filed under failed experiments. That's fair. I mean, you can always learn from it. But yeah, don't definitely know when to call it quits on something like that. Like, well, if it weren't for the fact that you had only you working on it, might have been a really cool feature. But considering the size of the team, namely a team of one, yeah, it's just not possible. With that, we're done with the outline work there. Very good. So we're gonna go to the Zim head. We're gonna give it I1, I2, and mouth. These are gonna be 3 different layers. So mouth will go there. I1 will go there. I2 will go there. Cool. The Zim puppet's getting complicated enough in the node view that I might as well just group it with a composite. Like, look at all this. Okay. Group with composite. There we go. So this is the Zim group now, which is better off like this. Okay, so let's see. We got all the bones here. Leg, left and right. Torso at the base. Sides right here. Mouth, I1 and I2 right here. Alright, so give it a matte resize and a matte blur. In the composite node, we're going to take the outlines of all the mouth, the eyes, and the eyes, basically. Not and anything, just the mouth and the eyes. Drop it there, in front of the head. And then we're going to run through an outline and put it out back behind the rest of the figure. Yeah, there's a troll in the comments. All right. Whatever. anyways, so let me add this in here, and we'll give it a radius of 1. Just 1. Fancy here. Let's see how that looks when we render it in. Ugly. Not good enough. The silhouette's fine, but oh wait, we don't need one. We don't need a blur. We need it to be resized by 1, or maybe even 2. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Okay, cool. That'll be good for an outline on the caricature. So let's see here. Let's go back in to this and Zim head. Go over here. Composite. Mouth, bring it over. Eye, bring it over. Eye 2, bring it over. Make sure it's all organized. This is such an annoying thing to have to deal with, but it is what it is. Okay, now for the masking nodes. Okay, so eye mask 2, and then mouth mask. And then I think what I could do, I'll just leave it alone. So we'll bring those on in because they were probably transported. Yeah, they were brought over in this extra echo. Yeah, we don't need that. We need it to be within the group itself. So here we go. Cutter. We're gonna need another few cutter layers, and we're gonna tell each of these. So the eye one, we're gonna tell it not to show up. We're gonna tell each of them not to show up unless they are intersecting with the cutter layer. Mouth, go there. Eye 1, go there. Eye 2, go there. You end up just hiding the lip sync layer and replacing with simple mouth open when they talk simulation. That's probably for the best. I wouldn't want to have to animate lip movements individually for if I'm just one person. Excuse me, if I'm just one person and not on a team or anything. That would be so much more trouble than it's worth. I fully agree with what you were doing there. Alright, and okay, I'll do it this way. So let's get these layers stretched out a bit so that it's not so cluttered and messy. So head goes here, mouth mask, eye 1, eye mask, eye 2, eye mask 2. Drag this over to here. We're gonna get some composite notes going. And stuff. Now what I could do a frame by frame rendition of Zim peering down and stuff, and it probably would look fine if I did a stop motion like jittery, just doing the keyframes of him opening his eyes and stuff. But I think it would look better without that. So we're gonna include eye mask there and there. I think it would look better if I made it smooth, in other words. And we're gonna do this. Admittedly, there isn't much dialogue, so it wouldn't have been that bad. Yeah, I get that, but that's good, at least. Let's see. Eye 2, mask 1. Eye 2, mask 2. Okay. Cool, so we have all that, and mouth mask, we're just gonna make another one called mouth mask 2. Alright, there we go. Sweet, so let's begin by adding this in with the different nodes and stuff. And first of all, extending the exposure of everything. Cool. So now that's been fully exposed. All those good. Excellent. Gonna just draw that back in. So I2 mask. So which one is I2 again? It's that one. Alright. So we're gonna draw one mask like this. And then the other mask like this. And then gradually when we pull them apart, it'll reveal the eye opening. And it'll look kind of cool. Personally, I know it will. So right about here is when it starts opening. And then right about here is when it finishes opening. Alright, so I can do that. Also, before I do anything further, I need to bring these to view there. Alright. Rotate that way and down there. Rotate this way, and out here. That'll look good. That'll look a-okay. Let's see here. Give it an ease of 33 on either side too. The problem with the eyebrow there, but not a lot can be done. And I'm feeling a little lazy. So that's how we're gonna deal with that. Now we're gonna treat eye mask 2 the same way. Like that. And like this. Alright. And then we can fill it in. Extend the exposure all the way to the end. And there we go. Now we can open it up all the way at the end here. Good, that synchronization is looking fine. And then I'll treat it the same way going down this way. There. Now that those are like that, let's do 33 by 33 on the E's. And how's this looking? Good. I think the upper lid on the other one could actually be improved if it rotated properly out of the way. So why don't I do that? Well, actually, no, it looks fine. It looks fine, whatever. Now we just need the mouth mask and then we'll be all set. So... here we go. There, that's about balanced out of the way. Then for this one, we can lower it like so. Move it out of the way. And then give it 33 by 33. And how's that? Oh, I like it. I like that a lot. And then we can add some motion to the character too. And that's what the point of all these bones was. So, we're gonna start out with everything. Whoop, everything except that. Okay, I gotta go in here. Okay, we're gonna start out with everything slightly bent. This will look really good. Trust me on this, this is going to look fantastic when it's all said and done. Now, I just need to make sure that the arms and everything are properly oriented in relation to the motion going on up top. Arm, okay, here, arm L and okay, so these ones need to be positioned on the rim there, so let me just move it up slightly like that, and the hand like this, and then we'll make it 33 by 33 again. That's looking good. Now what else is out of place? Actually nothing really. Oh, except that arm up there. Haha, I caught you. I caught you in the act. The act of being dumb. There. 33 by 33. And now it's okay to get rid of the color art on that layer. It's okay to get rid of, yeah, the color art. So how's this looking? Play. Excellent. And then all I need to do is make it a pass-through so that the that back leg there actually projects outward. Make the composite here a pass-through. So do that. Yep, now everything should work fine. Well, actually, I say that, but then I freeze frame on a bad frame when you get to a better frame. Here. Yes! Okay. Sweet. What time is it? I've been streaming for about an hour and a half now. Gonna take a short break, guys, and when I come back, we'll try wrapping this up. Alright? See you guys in just a second. Having a good time, by the way. Hope you guys are too. Let me see. Where is the lobby? Where's the lobby button? Oh, there it is. Okay, see you guys in a second. Alright, and we're back. Real quick, wanted to show a test render of this. I still have the rough drawings for when Zim's doing the spider leg thing, so that's still in there. It'll still flash pink and show all the white stuff from the sketch work when it comes to that. But before that, it should show what it looks like leading up to that moment. So let's see. Okay, this is looking good. I have to admit it. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Alright, time to do the spider legs. So, needless to say, for the spider legs, I think what I'm gonna do is just puppet them also. And might as well. So, yeah, let's do this. Zoom torso. Let's add a new one called spider leg base. And again, drag this over here. Give it a kinematic output node. Which one do we want it to be based off of? Probably this one right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, that's the third out there. I think it's out. No, I'll do it the fourth. I'll do it the fourth. It's the same as that one. Alright, anyways, spider leg base right there. It's beginning. So let's put a peg on that one. Right there. Cool. And now we can start building off of that. So spider leg. Spider leg 1, and then we're gonna put root. So let's do this one. There's that. Okay, that'll be a good foundational point for it. And that will do. Actually, that'll do. Bring that in. Maybe out a little bit. Alright, so there's going to be what our spider legs look like. Spider leg 1, root, we're going to put spider leg 1, mid, and then we're going to have another one called end. Root, mid, end. That makes the most sense to me. Oh, cancel. Then spider leg 1 end, and they'll all be nested one on top of each other. Is it going to be perfect? No. But will it do the job? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much going to do what I needed to, which is act as a puppet rig for Zim's spider legs. Alright. Good. So right here is when they start making an appearance. Okay, so let's fold them out. Let's start by having it in position right here. And this. And this. since it's a silhouette, we can get away with a lot. Actually, speaking of that, that's a good thing. I've realized that I'm going to move all of these to a separate composite node right here. Oops. And that can go right here. So by this point it should come out like that. And we can arrange that. So this one will be folded out this way, and this way, and this way. Not quite what I had in the drawing like, but it'll do. Here. Now we need to give it a slight easing effect. How's this look for emotion? Not fast enough at that last bit, I will admit. That's it. That'll do. Alright, now I need just to duplicate that 4 more times and change the location of them. So, easier said than done, but I'll do it. Okay. So this is the second one. Give a different starting pose. Or give a different ending pose, rather. Mid pose, whatever. So this one would actually be pointed out like this. Rotate it out this. Let me hide the torso for a second. Gosh. Rotate it out this way. And also rotate it out this way. Oh, see ya. Glad you like it. Thank you. And yeah, I'll check in later. Well, please check in later, I mean. Basically 33 minutes for the angle there. Slams down into the lamppost. That last bit, fully connecting, and stop. Good. I just need to do the other two. So that's going to be the pack, the spider leg space actually showing up there. A bit sloppy on my part. I should have done that first, but whatever. It is what it is. Tion, hello, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing good. I know I am. I'm having a great time. Okay, so now I just need to duplicate this again. And again. Edit, select. Check. Okay. So these are the 4 different spider legs for Zim. Okay. One, 2, and 4. Or 2 and 3. Yeah, okay. The rest can be gone back. So let's just delete all the keyframes on these two. There we go. Because they're going to need to be given new motion anyways. So let's reposition them first of all to be in line with this. Oops. For their root. Very good. And then we can start out by animating this the proper way. So first of all, this will be folded inward. Folded like that. This will be folded like that. It's easy to work with this way because Zim is currently a silhouette. Now, what if this was in full view? That would be a problem because, well, you know, it'd be a problem. But since Zim is in silhouette, we don't have to worry about detail work or making things look good with lines mashing up or anything like that. Which is very handy for my purposes. Oopsies, I should have turned the animation key back on. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. And this goes up this way. And this goes up this way. And you put it like this. And then like this. And then like this. Let's move the keyframes around a little. Make it rear back a little when he's about to like latch onto the lamppost. That stinks. I hate when you're out of the groove like that. I feel like your art's getting worse, so you're gonna call it quits for the day. That's probably for the best, but I hate when that happens. Yeah, sometimes you're in a funk and there's nothing really to do but wait and wait till tomorrow when it blows over or something, you know? Still, sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate, to say the least. Okay, now with the torso, I should be able to get rid of all the other extraneous frames now. The guideline frames, as it were, that were guiding me. And now, if I've done everything right, this should be finished. So let's see. Could definitely be better. It could definitely be way better, so let me make it better. I want it to be snappier. Right now it's too slow. This probably isn't going to work out either, but let's see. It might. Let me zoom in more on where Zim's going to be centered. Because that initial movement is way too fast. 33 again. 33 again. Cool. And I'll give some vibration to his body when the pack legs move and stuff, give it more of an oomph to it. How's this? Okay, I'm going to adjust the scale on those two. Yeah, it would be best if it's scaled up at that point. So I'm going to take all of the roots and move them up to a scale of 1.5. We'll adjust the positioning as is necessary afterwards. There, they look better at them when they're scaled upwards. They definitely look better when they're like that. Also, I missed the scale on this one, but that can be fixed. Oh, I didn't. Wait, what am I thinking of? Oh, that's the scale. Well, I don't care about that. I was thinking of the root. The root's the one that needs scale. Okay, I just miscalculated there is all. My bad. There. That's why that one looked weird. Alright, so now having done that, let's see how this looks. Okay, I like the size of them now, and I can just adjust the final end position and stuff better, now that I know. Alright, so, yeah, minimize that. Let's minimize the detail work. We don't need that. Alright. Let's reposition these so that they're actually touching it where it needs to be. So this one needs to be located further back. Just reposition it slightly behind everything. There we go. Okay. The positioning on some of these is still relative to the old size before I scaled them up, so let me fix that. Gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. Alright. After rendering, I can say I've gotten more than 40 seconds animation done today. I'm happy with that. That's good. Okay, you know what? Honestly, that's a very good rate to be going at, and if you want my honest opinion. I feel like this second. I feel like this thing is extremes. How's this? This pose right here, the secondary pose they all stop on, needs to be adjusted. Because it's not quite right for these things. Copy and paste these keyframes and then adjust them all to be slightly different than they were. Now that's the motion I wanted to see. Ooh, that's good. Once more. Nice. Okay, perfect. And then I could just have his body shake a little bit in reaction to the the jolting there. That and that. Okay, so at this point he's rearing back, getting ready to lunge. So you can have him rear back a little. That's too far. Oh no, out of control. Now if I can make this a bit more subtle. Actually, we should have the spider legs just move independently of the body and just have the body react strictly to them. So that's what I'll do. Back out of this. Let's just give it all a peg. Okay. See you, Tion. Thanks for stopping by. We're almost done, guys. Okay, how's that with the body reacting to the motion? That's good. I just need to have the legs and arms move independently so it doesn't look quite like just a still image. This is the first shot we get of Zim, so I want it to really be interesting looking and eye-catching. Good. Now for the other arm. That actually depends on what the leg does, so I'll come back to that in a second. Perfect. And then that arm can react by moving along with the leg. Excellent. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so I think we are done. Let me just test this one more time. Okay, sweet. I think the motion looks good. I know the shading looks good. Gonna do a quick test render, guys. Hello, Sparky little dog. How you doing? I'm gonna do, as I was saying, guys, I'll just do a quick test render. Actually, let's make sure he shows up well on screen here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's fine. Heck, that looks good. Yeah, that'll be an excellent render for the shot. Nice. Okay, so as I was saying, that looks good. We're gonna just hide that for now. I'm gonna do a test render. So while I'm doing that, I'll show you guys one last time how far I've gotten in the project so far. And while you're enjoying this, thank you, Epsilon. Thank you. While you guys are enjoying that, I'm going to render this. We're gonna test preview it when it's done, and then we'll call it a day. So yeah, see you guys in just a second. Let me find what have we got so far. Well, I thought I had it listed here. Hang on. Oh, it feeds so far. That's it. All right, see you guys in a second.
Come on, guys, you promised. You remember? I did your choice for a week and let you pick the restaurant twice. We agreed you let me pick this time. Besides, it's not my fault Bloaties are temporarily closed. I'm not the one who called the health department.
I know you didn't. That's why you're still breathing. But if I ever find out who did, they are going to pay.
And I'm paying, so I should pick the restaurant.
You found money in one of Dad's coat pockets in the closet.
A coat he hasn't used in months. Besides, if I didn't, we'd still be fighting over that one orange in the fridge. I can't believe Dad forgot to get groceries again this month.
I can. Fine. I guess it's better than nothing.
This looks like a pretty good place. A little weird looking, though.
You think everything is weird.
Wasn't this place smaller on the outside?
Good evening. How would you like to try our succulent special? Everything delight. It has everything in it.
Okay.
Splendid. One of everything delight. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Okay, maybe that's a little weird.
Thank you. Was that so hard to admit?
Don't let it go to your head. Just pay the man.
Oh no. This order is a free. On the house. Special one-day promotion. Thank you. Come again.
Cool. Free food. Let's go home.
Boy, this bag is heavy.
And with that, we're just waiting on this to finish rendering. Almost done. And Finally can say this scene that I've been working on for the past month is finally behind us. Oh gosh, this has been a long time coming. I'll clean up the background. I see where there's some colors that I needed to redo, like on the edge of the building there. Right here and here, I'll get rid of that mess up. But other than that, it's pretty much done. Oh, so let me bring this back up. And let's play it. I like it. Okay, I know it's not the most amazing professional thing ever done, but it looks good, and that's all that matters. The only thing I might change, I might quickly add in a reflection of gas in that window there after, and then I'll of course clean up those buildings like I said I would. But yeah, that looks good. Sweet. And one more time, I'll pay attention to the backgrounds now. Yeah, it's looking great. Okay, cool. I don't see any problems with that at all. Thank you, Scythian. I'm glad you liked it. Epsilon, everybody, glad you like these. Gonna send a link what you got done. Feel like I need to show someone. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I'll check. I see Discord has a new message for me. That's probably you. But I'll check that in a second. First things first, though. Let me do that thing I was gonna do. It won't take long with Gaz in the window. All right, so we're going to. I'm gonna take the Gaz liner. Actually, we're gonna take everything to do with gas. Let's go to the node view. And which one of these is gas? Oh gosh, everything got jumbled together at some point. Oh, that's not good. Gas shadow. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, here. So duplicate selected layers, there we go. Put this right here. Gas 1, which is going to be just our reflection layer. We'll move it slightly over so it's like that. Perfect. And we're gonna make it behind everything. So where does gas show up? I'm gonna put this reflection. Gosh, everything's a mess. Okay, here. Let me sort this. X overlap 0%, layer spacing 100, vertical spacing 100. There. Spaced out more. That's at least easier to understand what's going on. All right. Gas. Yes, that's all very well. Where's gas number 2? Or gas 1, that's it. So gas 1 is the clone, and where is the background? Here's the buildings, that's this one. So this will be right here. Oh, and this will use backmost as the reference point. Actually, that's not even necessary because I'll be moving this. It's using the leftmost, but that doesn't matter because that goes there. Okay, cool. So gas 1 will be there in the building section. I just need to create a gas window mask layer. Let's move everything over. If it wants to keep spawning things there, we'll just move everything over there. Gas window mask layer right here. We're gonna need a cutter, a blending node, and a blur. I'll use a blur effect. Okay, so blur and blend will go underneath the cutter right there. Gas window mask will be there. All this will be strung through the image. Alright. So now, as far as the gas window mask goes, we'll just use background buildings 1 as the parent node, parent tag rather. Oh, hey, while I'm at it, get rid of all these annoying things that I keep forgetting to trim. There we go. Perfect. And now the window. Okay. Gas window mask. Paste it there. Cool. And make this cutter inverted. Good. Now it'll only show up there. That's excellent. Blur and blending right there. We'll blur it by a factor of 1, and we'll blend it with screen mode for now. Alright, now let's tinker with these settings and see what looks best. Okay, so screen, maybe not. Multiply? No, that's too dim. Oh, soft light. I think soft light would be good. Yeah, soft light's what we want. And then the blur, we'll give it a blur 5. How's that? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Sweet, so now we have it done. We have Gaz having a reflection. We got rid of the background issues. Actually, you know what? Me not being able to be the guy that leaves things alone. Blur radial, matte blur. Let's thicken up the line art. Let's thicken up the line art on the buildings there. I noticed that when I was looking at it just now, actually. So where's buildings 1? There's the first background building set. And then where's the second one? Second background building set. Which won't matter as much, but it'll still matter. Cool. Alright, so matte blur. Oh wait, not blur. We need it to be matte resize. Whoopsies. Whoopsies, whoopsies. Need to fix that. Alright, it's fixed. Now I just need to change the blur effect color to black on both of those because we want black outlines. There we go. And now I can just change the resize to change the foreground and the background thickness. So let's start with 3 and 3. Why not? Probably too much, but we'll see. That's not too bad. How about 2 and 2? Okay. Cool. 1 and 1. 1 and 1 is the ticket, and I'll do the same for the sidewalk. So let's see, this is buildings 2. We actually want that to be, let's make that a composite. Make it FG indie comp. And we'll be using the sidewalk and the buildings for that. No, we'll be using the sidewalk and the background buildings for that. Thank you very much. And that in turn will come back and we'll place these nodes. Oh, I could do it that way. Okay, well, fine. In that case, go there. That doesn't need to go there. And this can go here. Alright, let's see how this looks. Might mess it up, might not. Oh, it messed it up. Okay. Figures. Alright, what do we have? Let's use backmost as our Z output. Okay, that's better. So now that sidewalk has a bit of thickness there where it extends out past that. And then, of course, to make it all come together, where's the sidewalk itself? Let's thicken up its individual inner outline, like so. There. Beautiful. Oh, and we should do the same with the trash can. I like giving things thick outlines. I have a problem. I can't stop myself. Ah, it looks good though. Alright, cool. Oh, and then while we're at it, maybe if the lamppost doesn't have that, I should definitely do the same thing with that. Yep. Because otherwise it looks out of place. That is a legitimate reason to do that. Alright. Basically, I'm just giving everything thicker outlines. Good. Excellent. Okay. Oh, Epsilon, I'm sorry, man. Inspiring and discouraging to watching someone doing a better job of the same thing you're currently doing. I just have had a lot of time to practice is all. Trust me, there's a lot of things I could be doing way better than this, so it's okay, man. You just take the day off and sit back, try again later on. Do some tests together to make it more entertaining, and that's what I used to do. I used to do little test animations that I never shared with anyone to hone my skills a bit, and I still do it from time to time just to get what I need done going. And figure out how to get the effects you're wanting with the program you're using. I'm still learning. Every new shot I do with IZTDM or it feeds is always a new problem for me to tackle. And that's my favorite part about animation, actually, is figuring out solutions to problems that are presented in each individual shot and how to go about it, animating it smarter, not harder, Doing it so that I don't have to overwork myself to just get a little bit done. If that makes any sense. All right, whoa. Did that? Oh, hey, good thing I caught that. The gas reflection disappears after like 1 second. That's not good at all. Because the shadow mask wasn't extended all the way. Okay, there we go. Do test animations. I've done several for this project. Oh, good. Sweet. Maybe finding methods that you like the best? Like stuff that you prefer working with? Very happy with what you've gotten done thus far. Good. Okay, that's good to hear. Don't be discouraged, obviously. We all have our off days, too. Let's be honest. Some days I don't even... Like today, I didn't even feel like doing this live stream, if you want the honest truth. I was so not looking forward to it, because I'm like, how long am I going to be stuck working on this one shot? But then, I mean, what you're seeing is a month worth of work. So, it definitely takes patience. Excuse me. And as you already know, oh, that's all right though. Anyways, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Epsilon, good luck with your project. Cytherina, thanks for stopping by. Same with you, Sparky Little Dog, and everyone else who hopped in, even the troll. Thank you for coming by. And yeah, I will see you guys later on. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I guess that's pretty much it. I should probably be going soon anyways. Alright. And yeah, like I said, good luck, Epsilon. Good luck with the animation. I hope you stick with it, and I like seeing your updates. I'm going to test out your... Oh wait, that's right, you sent me the thing. Real quick. Let me switch screens. Let me set the animation you did. Oh. I like this. Holy cow! Epsilon, I'm watching your animation right now. This is some good stuff. I'm not showing it on stream because I didn't know if you wanted anyone to see it or not, but it looks really fantastic. Actually, I'll just link... Are you going to post it on YouTube when you're done? Or, if you post it on YouTube, I could, as a YouTube link, I could link it to people. Anyways, that's good. That's really good. Sweet. Wanted to check it out on stream before I left, because I said I would do that, and I just got wrapped up in the work I was doing. Okay, yeah, everyone have a good week, and everyone, thanks for stopping in, even the lurkers and the trolls and everyone else, everyone in between. So happy with how this turned out. And yeah, Zim is so small, you mistake him for a child, but he's really like a middle-aged dude, right? He's a crabby old spirit. He's a fully grown Urkin adult, and he is angry. He's a little tiny angry man. If Zim wasn't here, he'd probably look something like Dr. T from Boom Beach. Let me check that out real quick. Dr. T, Boom Beach. Who's that? Oh! Funny. This dude. Yeah, that looks like someone Zim would look like. Okay, cool. Funny. First seen as a teaser when it's done. Cool. Looking forward to it, actually. Yeah, okay, I've yammered on too much, though. If I keep it up, I'm going to just be here all day. And I did have some other stuff I wanted to get done, so... thanks for stopping by, everyone. Thank you. Talk to you later, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll be back next week for another live stream. Bye, guys. I did it again. Hang on, I put the intro instead of the outro. There we go. Okay, later.